Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Wayne, the Money Man C, coming to you guys live and direct. And I just want to thank you guys for taking the time out, for being here with me. And we're just going to get started. So, pretty much, a lot of people like to ask questions like, okay, what is the ideal portfolio you like to see to receive business funding? And we're pretty straightforward. We're very simple. We like to see a 720 credit score, 10 years credit history, no derogatories on your credit, and personal credit cards to have $5,000. That way we can determine how much funding you can get. Generally, whenever we see a client that has that amount, they generally get up to $50,000 to $100,000 of business funding. And pretty much it ranges. The cool thing is about this is once you receive business funding, you can actually convert it into cash. And different merchant accounts that I'll use to use very simple, like PayPal, Square, like those are the two that you can actually use as merchant accounts for your business and convert that business credit into cash. So when it comes down to funding, there's pretty much no ways that you cannot get funded when it comes down to having that ideal platform. And what I want to do today, I want to do something different, way different than a lot of people do it. I want to go over a series of questions that a lot of people ask. And what we're going to do is while we're talking, we'll put the question on the screen and you guys can look at the question, and then from there we'll actually answer the question. So with that being said, let's get started, you guys. So the first question is how to receive the maximum business credit. So one of the questions that a lot of people try to figure out is once they get the funding, or prior to them getting the funding, everyone has an amount that they're trying to reach. Let's say, for instance, you know your business, you need to acquire $30,000, $10,000, $20,000 just to get the maximum out of your business. So what happens is once we tell people that we can get them a certain amount, they always try to figure out how can they acquire the maximum amount. And it's very simple. Like I said, to acquire the maximum amount, all you need is to have those qualifications. You know, the more you have on your personal credit, the better it is. When I started, I had $40,000 in my personal credit, and that's why I was able to get $56,000 in business credit. I've known clients that had about $5,000 in their personal credit, and they've gotten around 30, 35, you know, and they had like a 700 credit score. But so generally, we look for that 720. Once you have that 720, the sky's the limit for you guys. You know, you can do whatever you want, move however you want to move when it comes down to maximizing your credit. Now, a lot of times, a lot of people say, oh, well, I have a 700 credit score, I have no derogatories, and I have about $5,000. So now it's up to your discretion. Take your time. It's not a race, you know, it's a process. So my advice, okay, if you have a 700 credit score, build that credit score up to get it to a 720. If you have a $5,000 limit on your credit card and that's all, you know what? Apply for another credit card or ask for a credit increase. You can call the banks and say, hey, listen, I have $5,000. I've been paying my bills on time. Is there a possible way that I can actually increase this card? And be specific with them. So for instance, if you want an additional $10,000, you tell them, hey, I have $5,000, I need an increase of $5,000. And just tell them it's for working capital. Once you tell them it's for working capital, you know, more than likely, they would actually increase that credit limit. What I tend to do is whenever I am talking to somebody, I always ask to speak to a supervisor. I never ask to speak to the worker who's actually on the line, because at the end of the day, I'm like, you're just here for a job. You probably don't have the discretion to take me to the next level, so I always ask for a supervisor. Once I get on the phone with the supervisor, I let the supervisor know, hey, what's going on? My name is such, 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 such. You know, I am looking for an additional increase in working capital. And then from there, they can escalate it. You know, and every results vary, but that pretty much works for me. And I did realize that once you're able to maximize the amount that you're looking for with the patience and the dedication that you need to do, you'll realize that, hey, you didn't even have to wait that long. You know, you've been waiting this long to build up your credit and get yourself to the next level. It should not hurt to wait a little bit longer just to get to that number. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's not a race. You want to take your time and you want to do it right. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe for more videos like this.